PWNcast.
And it's another exciting episode of PWNcast. We're on episode 10, I think, now. And as always, I am joined by you. What's your face? The belching Irishman from New Jersey.
Perfect
Pat.
placement.
Pat.
Hey, everybody.
And today, Matt could not be with us today. So I know how you feel. Our Johnny Millennium-sounding cast member is no longer here. His contract was not renewed.
Because of school and balding tires, he's unable to join us.
So we have another guest, and Daniel, who are you and what are you doing here?
I'm a drunk and an unfit
didn't
mother.
do it. And the sooner we get you into that sanitarium, the better.
Yes.
So,
You didn't do it.
Good pal Daniel, who we've been trying to get on the podcast for a while.
Since we started it.
And by, I mean, we're trying to get him on the podcast for a while. I mean, I keep on forgetting to go, hey, Daniel, come over for a podcast.
Bastard.
Oh,
Bastard.
boy.
He is the dreamy Puerto Rican.
From your dreams.
Oh, girls, lock up your mothers.
The mocha
yes.
tinted Puerto Rican from your dreams. Yes, he's here to fill in that demographic that we seem to be missing, which is women of all ages. So that's what you're here for.
Because, you know,
Analytics
vanilla shake, the vanilla shake that's usually going on doesn't
Market.
for everybody.
Market research, everybody. I mean, who wants to listen to three white kids bitch about video games and movies for
Hey, wait.
We need to go talk to our advertisement group, guys.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, Latinos are in right now for ad campaigns. I mean, nobody wants to see a fat white baby.
Nobody wants-
That's why you take shoe polish and you color them up.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit, dude.
Sorry, I actually stole that joke
that's
from It's Always
terrible.
Sunny in Philadelphia because I've been watching
okay.
that on Netflix like you wouldn't believe.
And plug for Netflix.
Exactly. Which not very many people don't have Netflix anymore, so I mean, it's
I
kind
still
of...
And a plug for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
It's a great show.
It is a great show. Danny introduced me to it with
Yeah.
a guy in a Nazi uniform eating a banana in a doorway.
Yep.
And
This had
I
better
like
be
it.
good. And then Charlie opens the door. He's wearing an SS uniform.
And he's eating a banana.
Yeah, just like, oh, come on in.
Yeah.
Because Nazis, they're funny.
Apparently.
I thought Nazi exploitation films stopped in the 80s, but apparently they didn't.
No?
So we're actually very limited on topics for this week because
We are.
not much has happened in the past week. But I do want to throw a few things about movies out because we've touched upon this several times about the new Star Wars films.
Pingus.
Okay.
They have finally confirmed a director.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that last week that
Yeah.
Abrams.
I'm pretty sure we have.
is
That
confirmed.
Abrams has come in
But-
and said, I'll do it. So.
Apparently, there is a strong interest and a strong rumor going around that there's going to be a film centered around a younger Han Solo and a younger Boba Fett and Chewbacca.
Young
yes.
Han Solo.
Yes,
Star Wars
younger-
kids.
No, not like kids.
It's gonna be like Star Wars Degrassi.
Oh my god.
Star Wars Degrassi.
Degrassi, the next generation.
And it has to
Dis-
have
dis
Drake
Star
in his
Wars.
wheelchair.
Did Star Wars.
Hey,
The Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Daniel, I
Yeah.
have a confession to make. I've never seen Degrassi.
Dude,
I
it
haven't
is
seen it
so
either.
stupid.
I haven't seen
I
it.
don't know what it is.
It's one of those shows that, you know how you always talk about reality shows and you're like, what the fuck am I watching? I don't want to watch this
like,
anymore.
Here Comes Honey Boo Boo, which I just want to shoot myself promptly
well,
afterwards.
it's not that reality. I mean, it's live action. You know what I mean? But it's so stupid. It's teenagers with quote unquote teenager problems.
So it's life for your average
yeah, it's
immature preppy high school jackass on TV.
Now,
Yeah,
since we don't
kind
do
of.
video on this podcast, you're probably wondering what that clicking noise is in the background. Well, that's Daniel. He always has a knife, like the Hispanic stereotype that he is. He brandishes a knife wherever possible.
Oh man.
people
Oh man.
You're like Cheech Marin before he went bald,
pretty much.
except you're not short
You're not
or fat.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Danny Trejo then. I am Machete.
Yes. You are.
And does that make me Steven Seagal? At the end of the movie, do I just commit
just
seppuku and say fuck it and not let you kill me?
I mean, do you want to?
I guess I'm fat enough to be Seagal.
They call me.
Hi, I'm Steven Seagal.
They call me the cock puncher.
Oh my god.
Yeah, fucking Onion movie, dude.
He had so much fun playing cock puncher. You could just tell.
Yeah.
He was just like,
Half Past Dead was a horrible movie, but you could tell he had fun doing cock puncher. in
Yeah,
that
yeah, he
movie.
did.
So
But anyway,
yeah, so I mean, a Han
Puncher.
Solo Boba Fett movie.
I think it'd be cool. I really like Han Solo, so I think it'd be cool.
but so what? Are they just gonna portray Boba whenever like he was younger, like as in his child years? His
No,
teen?
No,
like,
'cause-
because Han Solo has always been a character in the Star Wars movies that was like 10 years older than Luke and Leia.
Yeah,
So he's already got about a decade on them.
yeah.
And it would just basically boil down to, Boba Fett, he's a man in a mask.
Yeah.
Well, and like
Yeah.
we saw Boba Fett as a child, up to when Jango died, and we haven't
Yeah.
seen anything else from him except for the
Yeah.
original 3. And there's already a backstory kind of woven in between Boba and Han Solo.
And even then, they were talking about rumors going around where they would have separate films, too.
Yeah.
Where, like,
Which
you would even have a film which explains how Boba Fett got out of the Sarlacc pit.
yeah,
And then his
That would be
revenge
cool.
towards the Black Suns, which I think would be amazing.
that would be good.
I would. That sounds
I
pretty
mean,
awesome.
take the
I
Mandalorian.
kind of want to see the point where Boba gets old enough where he takes Jango's armor and becomes Boba Fett. Like, becomes the character we see.
I mean-
but, like, where he, like a Green Goblin, like, was it the Hobgoblin from the Spider-Man movies with Harry, when he opens opens Norman's cave
Yeah.
thing and there's the armor right
The
there.
Gobbler
I mean,
cave.
Yeah.
I was thinking now, since I watch too much cartoons for my own damn good.
Oh, it's okay, we all do.
You know about that series that they have, the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they did like a good season of episodes where they meet Django, show how he gets cut
Yeah, they
off.
show how Jango dies.
Yeah, and then that's when they introduce Boba and the mercenary group that he hangs out with.
Yeah.
That adopted him.
Yeah. Well, because he's
He's a Mandalorian.
I may have
He's an
it.
Aussie.
Yeah.
I may have it backwards, but I'm pretty sure it's either Jango's armor was based off that group because they wear the same armor, or they got-
Jango Fett just if that's traditional Mandalorian.
Yeah,
armor,
that's
okay.
Mandalorian
it's just
armor.
handed down through
okay.
the culture.
Yeah, but I mean,
Jedi killers.
so in the show they had this they showed like basically Boba growing up with the mercenary group that adopted him and what they did and how they
What is
taught
it?
him how to
Death Watch?
do
Is
stuff.
that the right one?
I don't know.
I think.
Which
Death Watch or something like that?
the guy who with the blue skin and the
Yeah.
respirator
I
thing
think
with
that-
the cowboy hat.
I think I'm thinking of the wrong group, though.
See, here's
Yeah.
the thing about that Clone War series that you're talking about, the CG Clone War series.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they've already said it isn't canon, though.
Yeah,
that
I guess
series
not.
is just horrible. Like the whole Darth Maul having a brother, and the fact that Darth Maul even came back is just
But
Yeah,
at least they gave him robot legs, so...
it's still
it's
bullshit.
No, later down
still.
the line. Okay, they go in and I think they try to take over the Mandalorian colony or their planet or whatever. This was an episode.
Darth Maul and his brother?
Yeah, Darth Maul
I know,
was-
and then Death Watch comes in and says, hey, pew pew! And
No,
then
not
he-
Death
or
Watch.
not Death
You know
Watch.
who comes in? Darth freaking Sidious. He comes in
Okay, I'm thinking of the different
and
episode
freaking rapes his brother and Maul. Well, no, he doesn't kill Maul, but he beats the crap out of it. Well, he kills his brother.
So Sidious comes in and saves them?
No, he kills him.
Yeah, no, he saves the rest of the...
Well, you got to think
Well,
of how.
I guess, yeah.
no. The thing was that Sidious, when Sidious found out that Maul was still alive, he was gonna go ahead and kill them because since he already has a new apprentice,
Yeah.
he doesn't need another one.
No,
So
they don't need
he
the
was
other
like,
people.
so he was just gonna kill him off basically. And but instead, in the end of the show, he just shows him like lightning striking Maul till just to torture him.
Dun-dun-dun.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what the hell happens afterward, but
Yeah, well.
I think it's just. I mean, the Gennady
just
Tartakovsky Clone Wars stuff that they showed on Cartoon Network before episode 2.
Oh, you mean the animated one?
Yeah,
the actual
the ones that CG.
Those were good.
Yeah.
Those were
CG
canon
series?
too.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
those were
canon.
Yeah.
By Lucasfilm. That was because that was the
Yeah.
first time we ever got to look at Grievous.
Yes.
Yep.
And you only got to see him once, and you just got to see him rape Jedi.
And then there was that one huge like super droid bounty hunter thing
Yeah.
that came in. That was
And then the
pretty cool
Baroness.
looking. Yeah.
And then Baroness.
I-
He also
and
showed
now
her.
we've got
Asajj Ventress as well.
Yeah,
Ventress
Ventress.
is the
Yeah,
Baroness.
which is apparently canon as well.
I
She the
guess.
freaking
I don't
beast
know. The
witch.
beastly bald chick with
Yeah,
two
the beastly
swords.
witch bitch. Freaking, oh gosh.
So
what a
I'm
monster.
completely open to a Boba Fett movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Boba Fett.
I mean, even
But are they? Is the rumor for two separate movies or
Both.
one tying them together?
both.
so
Ooh.
so they're gonna do separate movies and then they're gonna tie them at the end.
So all right. So then
So those are gonna be the new episodes.
So then that
No,
that,
no.
like,
They'll be their own
Oh,
separate
they're just-
movies.
oh.
so that one little particular section of that scene involving
Here's
this.
what Disney wants to do. Here's your 7, 8, and 9. Here's your new trilogy. Also, as an added bonus, here are these other movies too.
Oh.
So you have your main episodes, and you're also going to have your side stories.
So your fillers,
Nice.
basically.
So then they're going to take that little story that was woven into the story between Han and Boba to begin with, and
Yeah,
they're going to basically give it.
Because
its own
in the
movie.
trilogy, it's heavily implied that they have a
Oh,
history.
yeah,
together.
it is heavily
I mean,
implied, yeah.
starting with Empire and everything else, Boba goes out of his way to take this specific contract
Yep.
because, I don't know, because he can. The only bad thing is that Boba Fett is kind of an overrated character in the fact that he doesn't really do anything in the trilogy other
he's
than
he's
rat out
that-
Han Solo. That's about it.
yeah.
But
And then he
he's
gets
a-
killed while Han Solo is blind.
He's a dark, imposing figure standing in the corner pointing a gun.
Oh,
Yeah.
he looks cool.
That's all.
But he
is.
doesn't do anything.
He's like,
No, but
he's
that's all
like,
he is.
no,
He's
listen,
the
listen.
dark,
He's
imposing
like, yeah, he's like
figure
in every
sitting there
movie.
like this.
In every movie where it's like a action man, like there's always an action man, and then there's always the villain, and the main villain always has that one bodyguard.
Exactly. He's
You
that.
know.
He's that one bodyguard.
He's that one bodyguard.
Henchman.
Yeah, that
Is
one
the word
Exactly.
I'm
henchman.
looking for. Henchman.
But if you looking at like that statue we saw online the other day, the bust.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at his costume, the costume itself tells a story.
Yeah, I mean,
The lightsabers
oh yeah,
on his belt,
yeah,
the lightsaber hilts on his belt, all the dents and bruises in his armor, the cape.
Yeah, I
all
think
of
all
that,
he did
there's
was
so
just take
much they
Django's
could
armor and
elaborate.
repaint it,
Probably,
and then has
yeah.
never ever repaired it once.
Probably, yeah. But
Since
still,
he's gotten it.
but there's still a story to tell with that.
Yeah. Battle scars.
So, yeah.
Battle scars.
I have a cape and a jetpack. What the fuck else you want
I have
from
a
me?
cape. Right.
I've also got a
cape.
flamethrower and to shoot things. I got a grappling hook thing. I'll wrap Luke Skywalker up.
It's like I think it'd be really awesome if like we ended up if like we went to him like on a desert planet or something. He's got the cape across him and a hood up, so
And
nobody
the
knows
best
who
part,
he is.
the best part about doing a Boba Fett movie, Boba Fett never has to say a word.
No, he doesn't.
No,
and,
never
you know,
has
he
to
goes into some scumbag bar looking for somebody, kicks in the door, throws the cape off, and shoots a flamethrower.
It's gonna be a
around the
very
place.
quiet
I
movie.
mean,
It is.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be.
very
You know how many lines he's gonna have? The same amount of lines as
like he did in the original trilogy.
Yeah.
It's like maybe 4 lines
Yeah.
in the whole
4
trilogy.
lines. He's gonna.
But because that's all he would need.
But I'm saying no. But I'm saying if they really want him to talk or something like that, quote,
Yeah.
he'll have as many lines as what's his face did in that movie Drive.
ha!
All the one-liners, every single one.
All, yeah,
Hey,
all those little.
sure, yeah,
Or-
okay.
Or what they do is they could completely throw a wrench into the character and have him spew shit puns, like Death Wish quality puns.
Oh wait, no. We're getting like Roger Moore tier.
Oh my god! Yeah, Roger Moore shit puns for every
How does
kill.
that grab you?
Yeah, for every
How
kill.
does that grab you?
Yeah. How does that grab you?
It seems you're gonna need
Oh my
some
God.
ointment for that burn.
Just
You're gonna need a burn heal.
you're gonna need a
God.
burn heal, really.
Thank you, Blaine. I love you. So yes, I'm completely open to this.
Yeah, you'll need this.
I think it'll be awesome. A little bit here for the Valve fanboy.
Yes.
Um,
Which I am unashamedly.
Rumor mill is aflowing that
Yeah, it is.
J.J. Abrams and Gabe Newell are talking
Yes,
about.
I just
Portal
saw the
Half-Life
article on
movie.
Steam. They're talking about making one or two, either one of the movies. I don't know.
I can see a Half-Life.
I can definitely see.
I can't see a Portal movie either.
I can't see a Portal.
I have to agree.
I can definitely see a Half-Life.
There's only one problem.
Hmm?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it'll have to start off with the what was it, the 15-minute war or something like that?
No, it would have to end with the 15-minute war.
Would it have to end?
Yeah. Well, it depends on where they go.
They'll probably go from
pick
Half-Life
up-
1.
If they pick up pre-Resonance Cascade, the 15-minute war has to be at the end.
Yeah.
So, one condition on who plays Freeman.
Yeah.
Hugh Laurie.
Hugh Laurie?
Yeah.
Hugh Laurie
Yeah,
has to
absolutely.
play Gordon Freeman. I mean, slap glasses on that guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I could do it.
Hugh
I
Laurie
could
can
do it.
Hugh Laurie can
I could do it.
Yeah, Pat, you can do
I
it.
could do it. There's so much hair gel.
Yeah.
I could do it.
You look like a greaser.
Oh God.
So, Fonzie, when you gonna jump that shark?
Ah. No. But yeah, Hugh, yep, you can do it. I can see it. And
do
I
it.
can
think
see
that would
I
be the
could do
perfect
it.
casting
I love
choice.
Crow.
I think that movie will be big.
I think that would be a perfect
would
casting
have
choice
to- there
for
would
Morgan
have to
Freeman.
be.
Yeah, I think Morgan Freeman would be. Morgan Freeman would be the greatest Gordon
However, I
Freeman.
could see him as Eli.
Yes,
from
he
the
could
second
be.
one.
He could be a very good
The
Eli.
old doctor that's working on the teleporter.
He could.
Yeah,
Yep.
he could. I think he could because the scientific talk from him.
Yeah.
It flows so easily because he actually knows what he's talking about.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. I could see him doing that. His daughter, I can't really put a finger on her.
there's a
I mean,
couple
I know-
different people that could be Alex.
I mean, I know some actors because I see their faces in my head,
As
but I
long as
just
it's
don't
not
know their
Megan
names.
Fox. As long as it's not Megan Fox.
Megan
I'm
Fox
fine.
cannot play as a
can't-
chocolate
no.
woman.
Okay, let me tell you something about this. Megan Fox's career is over. You don't
Yeah,
have
it
to worry
is.
about her anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Everybody knows what her purpose is, and that's eye candy. Michael Bay turned her into that. That's why she has a problem with Michael Bay didn't come back for the third Transformers movie.
Yep.
Because she knew that she was just
Yeah.
being exploited because she's a pair of tits and an ass.
Yep.
Yep.
And
So she's got
Danny
nothing
just
now.
took my place as the
and
knife wielding
As
Puerto
the
Rican.
knife wielding Puerto
Because
Rican.
now Danny has
Danny's
my
now
knife.
Puerto Rican.
Okay, but this is not me like wielding a knife. This is detente, comrade. This is
Oh shit.
this is taking yours so that way you can't use it against me. This is
I have keys.
this is imperial rule over India.
Anyway,
So
so why can't you see a Portal movie?
it just
I just want to know if it's the same reasoning.
with the thing about Portal is that there's not really that much of a plot there that would constitute an hour and a half, 2 hour movie.
Because
Look, in Portal 2, whenever I got it, it's actually the only game I actually bought off Steam. I don't care. So,
jeez, dude.
Because you
I don't
Alright,
care.
pirate.
Yep.
I guess not.
Yep.
I guess
So,
you don't care.
Yeah, I really
Anyway.
don't. So, but I mean, I bought it because it's worth it.
Hey.
And
Oh, it is
so,
worth
Hey,
it. It's
don't you know
really
about
good.
Steam sales?
Oh.
How come you're not using Steam sales? You know that's stealing, right?
Oh my god.
fucking White Knight.
God.
So I
Be
mean,
nice, guys.
there's
Be nice.
in the extras, like when you go to the extras, and there's like that little little comic book
Yeah.
that tells you the one of the like the little backstory
He's
of
like lab rat or something.
of one of the lab guys and how the girl how
Well,
she
because
ended up
you're,
waking up out of cryo.
Because the person that you wake up as
Yeah.
Chell
that's her name, Chell.
Lab rat. I just know her as Lab Rat. I don't remember what her name is.
Her name
It
is
wasn't
like
important
Chell.
enough. To be honest, I don't mean to be a dick, but it's not
Yeah.
important enough to remember what her real name is. Lab Rat was the daughter of one of the scientists, and she was put into cryo for testing.
Yeah.
And then between 1 and 2, there was a nuclear apocalypse. At least that's what's suggested, is like a nuclear wasteland up at when you go to the surface.
Yeah.
Or when you see the surface, there's like a nuclear wasteland.
Really? Because I
Yeah.
didn't see that. Because whenever you
It just looks like a desert.
Because at the end of two, whenever you get out of there, there's like a field, like a wheat field or something, and you look like and you look like you're coming out of a shack. It's like a shack, and then she throws the companion cube at you.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
and you're done.
But no.
But the thing is, like, all of the plot that revolves around Portal and Aperture Science is actually covered in Half-Life.
Yeah, basically
90% of the plot lines that connect them are in Half-Life because Aperture and Black Mesa are rival.
And Black
research
Mesa
groups.
basically fucked him over. Or something.
Exactly. After the Resonance Cascade,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything confirming it, but I'm thinking that the resonance cascade is actually part of why Aperture was destroyed in the first Portal.
Probably.
Because I know it's a bit of a stretch, but
I got an even better idea. How about we just don't play
What?
Valve games anymore?
How
about-
I
no.
hate Valve puzzles. Said Duke Nukem and Duke Nukem Forever. So you guys gonna get that DLC for Duke Nukem Forever?
Shush,
Bobby,
Danny.
What DLC?
Yeah, there was DLC. I think
Was
that came
there
out.
really?
Yeah.
What?
Story-based DLC that came out.
Story-based DLC.
That came
Story-based
out for Duke
DLC.
Nukem
What
Forever.
story?
Exactly.
I hate
What
Valve
story?
puzzles.
Yeah.
Power armors for pussies. Okay, that is actually a pretty good line. Hey Duke, we got your armor over here. Power armors for pussies. Has regenerating health bar.
Yep.
Yup. Because he's freaking Duke fucking Nukem.
No, that's not an excuse.
He
No.
takes the poop
It
out of
is
the
whenever
toilet.
you play the
Totally
PlayStation
different.
ones.
Totally
It is
different.
whenever you play the
No.
PlayStation ones.
No, because your health didn't regenerate. You weren't fucking invincible. You were a
In the
human
PlayStation
being.
ones, I was invincible because I was just that good.
I was indivisible.
But that's different. That's different.
But anyway, I don't even want to talk about that.
Indestructible my
shit.
ass. Hellboy 2 quote.
Indestructible my ass.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
You wanted to bring this up about EA and their loss of $45
Yeah, but you said it wasn't
million
news,
last year. That's
so-
not really that big of
I know
news,
it's not, but EA lost a shit ton of money, and I couldn't
yeah,
be happier.
are you that surprised?
No,
actually?
not really,
Yeah,
but
I mean, speaking of companies losing money,
And I don't think Dead Space is going to bring him back in here.
no, it's
no,
not.
No. I'll get into that here in a second. But this one's actually brand new. Like,
Dude,
no bait.
no bait. Beat me to it.
Damn.
No baiting.
No
baiting
baiting.
during
No
the
baiting
podcast.
in the cast.
No baiting in the cast.
So, DMC Devil May Cry
my.
is
Yes.
not selling
No, it's not.
anywhere close to what they were
No,
projected.
it's
So
not.
Capcom actually lowered their projection of sales by 800,000 copies
Holy crap.
in the US alone.
Wow.
When
God,
you drop
dude.
it that much... Okay, here's the
have
sales
you
figures.
played the whole thing yet?
No,
Like
I
the
haven't.
actual game outside of the demo?
No,
I played
haven't.
a little bit of
And
it.
you know what? At this point, I really don't have any... I don't have any, you know... I'm not going to go out of my way to
No,
play it.
I-
I'm not going to buy... I'm not going to buy
You're
it.
going to have to let me
Period.
borrow your controller because there's something I'm going to do, Pat. I'm
But the thing
letting
is,
you know.
when they're
fine.
looking at the sales figures, they know how much it's sold already, and it's
Yeah.
not even anywhere close to even touching Devil May Cry 4.
No, it's not. And Devil May Cry 4, as much as I like the original 4 games, Devil May Cry is not exactly the shining gem from the series.
Yeah,
it's not
definitely
the best
not.
one.
No,
I mean,
it's
I like
not.
it.
But you know what?
But
it still sold a whole
it
bunch
did.
of copies,
It did,
despite the fact that it was kind of
Devil May
mediocre.
Cry
It was.
2
I
was
mean,
the best.
Devil May Cry 2 is still selling more copies
Isn't
than
that
DMC
one?
Devil May Cry.
Well, but
bet.
isn't 2 still selling more copies than 3?
Yeah,
Or do I have it backwards?
no, because here's what happened. You know, one's freaking sweet.
Yeah, one's
Yeah.
amazing.
Hypes up DMC 2. Everybody buys DMC 2. Yeah, there were people that were disappointed with it. Personally, I didn't really mind it.
There were a couple things I was like, okay, they could have done this a little bit better, but it was
Yeah.
good. It was a Devil May Cry game.
Yeah,
You couldn't really ask for too much.
game. I mean, it just feels
But-
like the story aspect of it really wasn't finished.
But if you think about it, the first Devil May Cry was kind of a meh game.
yeah,
It wasn't
I mean,
anything
it's-
spectacular or
It
groundbreaking.
did not.
Really?
But I loved it.
These games did not become like a shining example of how to do these until the third one. The
Yeah.
third
Yeah.
one is like the penultimate Devil May Cry
Mechanically,
game.
they had
Yeah.
it perfect.
Definitely.
Exactly. 4.
I kind of have to. I'm inclined to slightly agree with you about shirtless Dante being bro
I
Dante.
don't.
and
Yeah,
all that,
I don't like
but,
Bro Dante.
But
that
mechanically,
much, but it's still
Mechanically,
fun
it was
game.
still
on.
fun and everything, and I actually enjoyed Bro Dante.
And
I will be
even
that
then-
guy.
it was good. I mean, I like the difference in personality.
And even
Yeah.
then,
Especially from
'Cause
I
it's-
can change his costume.
Yeah,
exactly
but
because I would always
I
play as
liked it.
coatless
I
Dante.
I
from the
liked
first
it.
one.
I liked it because it was just of him. You could see him maturing.
Yeah, you could.
You know,
'cause
that's
you could
why.
see
That's
him
why I
getting
didn't really
older.
care that he was Bro Dante in that one
No,
because I
and
knew that
it
later
fit.
on he would become this serious
But
devil hunter.
But even within the third game, you can see in the ending cutscene, he's classy looking. You see that
You see the outfit from
refined- You see the
DMC1.
outfit from DMC1. You see that Because Dante from the first one is fucking classy.
Do you guys think that the name change of Devil May Cry, the shop, is still canon from the end of the first game?
What do you mean?
Devil Never Cry?
Devil what?
Devil Never Cry or whatever they changed it to at the end of the first game?
Yeah.
Because, it's
No, it tells you. No, it's explained why he changed it.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's like...
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, and then... But he goes from that bro Dante, and then they don't really confirm it, but I think it's Virgil's death kind of takes away some of the smart assness, and he actually is like, okay, yeah, I actually have.
Yeah, and then by two, he's just like, I will kill everything in my path.
Exactly.
I don't care what people say. I will defend DMC2 Dante until the end of time. Because it makes perfect sense why he's not wisecracking.
It does.
He is mature now.
Well, and it leads to something that game developers recently seem to have forgotten, called character development.
Yes.
And even from 2 to 4, there's such a difference.
Well, I mean, 4 takes place before 2.
I thought it was 1, 3, 2, 4.
2 is the end of the
3,
series.
1, 2, 4. Okay.
Yeah.
But seen from 3 to 4, not 3 to 4, 1 to 4, he's still got that smart aleckness. And then... What are you doing?
Stop!
Sorry.
Stop looking at what I'm doing. Just go ahead and do whatever.
Working the shaft.
I'm working my shaft.
He's still got that smart aleckness in 4, but he's a little bit less he's a little less brazen about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as like, I'm gonna make jokes. He's just like, see you around, kid, and he flies off the catch you later, kid, and then he leaves. And then in the second one, we see him, okay, I'm Dante. I've had a really hard life. Let's go kick some ass.
Yeah, the only joke that he pulled was that he showed that the coin he flipped was two-sided.
Yeah, exactly. That
was the only joke.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the game is not selling anywhere close to...
Which, if you see it, like, you know how you play a demo, you get an impression of a game, and then they improve upon that? Yeah. That's the usual convention from demo or beta, depending on what you're playing, to actual game finished product. It's the same. Not just mechanically, because you can't expect any major mechanical changes from demo to actual release, because usually that's done. Mechanics are implanted and done and perfected by that point. There is no change. It looks the same. It feels the same. The controls are just as slippery, because that was one thing we talked about. The controls were a little bit slippery.
I do have to say, though, the one thing I did like about DMC was the environment. The
fact that the city's going.
Yeah, I did love that. I mean, I loved how that looked to me.
My biggest problem with DMC doesn't come from at this point. It actually does not come from the game itself. It's the people that made it. Wow. Ninja Theory has tried to defend this game even before it's come out with this brand new design and everything else. In fact, related to the declining sales, they've commented on this. Well, the reason why they're declining, it's the fans' fault.
How is it our fault?
How
is it my fault that
you're not buying our
selling?
game, so it's your fault, and you should feel bad for this game tanking.
But
why should I feel bad for you putting out a shit product?
But to a certain degree, I mean, it's obvious they put a lot of time and a lot of work into it.
Ninja Theory are some of the most arrogant developers out there right now.
I don't even know why, though, because
they've got nothing to back it up.
Yeah, they don't got nothing to back it up, so there is no reason for them to be arrogant.
Exactly, they don't have anything to found their
I listened to another podcast where they've had somebody who has actually worked with Ninja Theory before and done art designs for them.
Okay, I was going to ask, what did they do?
They were doing art designs for one of their early games or whatever. Here's the thing. Ninja Theory told him this: we want designs of characters that look like manga. Japanese style.
That's perfectly acceptable. That's
what does the artist do? He draws manga characters. No, not like that. They need to be more Western. But you said they need to be manga. You can't have one or the other.
You can't have both.
Yeah.
And so every single thing that he would send in would get rejected.
That was like what we were discussing with DMC4.
I mean,
about how the characters look Western, but if they're obviously Japanese-based characters.
But yeah, so. It's like, I don't... They're so arrogant, and like you said, they don't have anything to back it up.
Yeah,
these are people that, I mean, and even Capcom's backing them on this. It's like, we changed Dante, we changed the universe, and if you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
Ninja Theory, every game they... Dude, to me, Ninja Theory, you know what Ninja Theory is? Ninja Theory is like Timmy's mom in that episode where she yells out, "Everything I touch dies," and everyone just kind of takes a step away from them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've never heard of a good Ninja Theory game.
Mm-hmm. Since Pat stepped out of the room real quick, I wanted to ask you, because you weren't on last week and we discussed this. Have you seen that Sony trailer that's going on? That's like February 20th, 2013.
The new the PlayStation 4.
Well, we don't know what it
or
is.
whatever, the quote unquote reveal.
Yeah, well, I mean, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think it's going to be a new console? Do you think it's going to be? Because
well,
I mean.
The rumors is that, you know, it's supposed to be their unveiling of it, you know, saying that, yeah, we're making it and this is how it's going to look, I guess, or whatever, and this is kind of the games that you'll be able to play. Sure, you can put that out in order for them to boost their sales. You know, I mean, I know Sony's not doing so well, economical wise, but I'm saying, like, if they do unveil this, I'm not going to get it anytime soon. Definitely not until, like, 2nd gen.
Here's my thing about this. All right. First off, we got one of the head guys over there at Sony Europe saying, if you're an owner of a PlayStation Vita, which I am now,
Sparkle.
You're going to be very happy on the 20th. I'm like, okay.
Right, so what's going on the 20th?
I don't know, but that's all he said, is that you're going to be pretty happy on the 20th. So I don't know. Maybe they're just like announcing 20 different freaking Vita titles or something, which is about how many they have out now.
Yeah.
And then there's the fact of, well, Sony have already gone on the record by saying, we're not going to unveil a new console until Microsoft does first.
Which they've already said that they're going to be releasing the official stuff for, what is it, Project Orbis, right?
Yeah,
something.
Orbis.
Yeah, they're going to be releasing the details for Project Orbis, like what, 2 weeks or so before Microsoft has given their unveiling date?
I don't even think that. because Orbis is the new console. They're not going to talk anything about it. Until
Orbis is
unveil.
Microsoft's new one?
No,
Orbis
is
Sony's.
But that's
Sony's already set a date for the release in every year for the press release involving it.
No, they
Microsoft, I thought.
No, they haven't.
Sony already? Oh,
No.
Okay.
They said sometime the 20th they were going to do something.
Yeah, and then
I must have been thinking.
And then the Wall Street
that
Journal
was what that
publishes an
was.
article about it saying, yeah, it's the successor to the PS3. So now everybody's hyped up for a new console release, which, if that's the case, more power to them. However, I will say this. If your console is not $400 or below, nobody is going to fucking buy it.
They are not.
Nobody
Well, they will. No, they will.
No, they won't. Nobody will buy it.
Because you know what they'll have to do? Listen, okay, in most nowadays, in order for somebody to get a new system, let's use you as an example, Danny. What you have to give up to get your Vita?
I actually sold my Xbox 360 to get it.
See, so you're going to have to get... And you can't do it like through GameStop or something like that.
And even then, I had to fork out even more money to buy Sony's proprietary memory hardware.
Yep. So if that's the case, you know what? If someone does have a PS3 and then they want to turn that in, and then they'll turn in all their games for, the first PlayStation 4, honestly, I say do not buy it yet. This is my advice. Do not buy it yet and just wait till the 2nd gen.
See.
Because for some reason, for me, 2nd gen is always the best gen.
I wouldn't actually have a problem with selling PS3 games or whatever to get it, because compared to the 360, and this has been pretty consistent across the board, resale value for PS3 titles is higher.
It's a lot higher.
Well,
than
yeah.
360 games.
But I mean, but I'm saying you'll have to sell it under the table. You can't bring it anywhere and trade it in.
There's no way.
Yeah, there's no way. You're gonna have to send it out. And even if you want to do that, people are gonna be like, why do I want that when I'm gonna get a PlayStation?
No, it's probably gonna be like what happened.
Your blade's not sitting right.
It's probably gonna be like what happened when the 360 came out. GameStop, for example, had a promotion where it was you trade in your old console. You get extra, double credit or whatever. And then one of my friends traded in 40 original Xbox games, and he had the 360, all the accessories he needed, extra year of live, and then all the launch titles.
Wow.
I mean, if they give me a good deal on trading in a PS3... Okay, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put down the minimum deposit I need in order to pre-order the console, and then when it gets maybe to a few days within the release of it, then I would give up my PS3 for it. The only thing I have to say about the successor to the PlayStation 3, first off, you need to have full backwards compatibility. If you do not have backwards compatibility with the PS1, 2, and 3, no thank you, I'm not buying it. You already gave me the shaft with the PlayStation 3. And then you want to say, well, it can't play PS2 games. Then why the hell are you selling them on PSN for people to download?
It's it's probably...
It's fucking bullshit.
For me, I think it's like something about the... Maybe... I don't even know. I was thinking something about the disc, and so you can...
No,
not
even
that, right?
But hang on, because I looked this up with the Devil May Cry HD collection and Zone of the Enders and everything. The only thing they did to those games, the encoding, the syntax...
the resolution.
No, hold on. The encoding, the syntax, the format, all of that is the same as it was for a PS2. All it is a texture upgrade.
Yep.
That was all it?
Yeah, and it's the same. So you cannot tell me that is incapable of reading a PS2 disc because the syntax is the same.
That's not even my point. That's an HD collection. I'm talking about right now I can go and download the PS2 copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City and play it on my PS3. But if I put a physical disc of Vice City into my PS3, it doesn't work.
Do you think that they probably in one of the patches put in like a block for it?
It's not a software thing. It's a hardware.
So they took out a piece.
Yeah, they took out the chips needed for emulation of PS2.
Would it be cheaper for them to ship it out like that?
The price is near negligible.
It's that, and
they did it because they could.
And not for nothing. I mean, if they were to put it back in there, they would just kind of be like, "Oh, here you go."
Yeah, so
many more people would buy it.
Sony is not exactly the best company when it comes to making hardware decisions now.
Yeah.
They released that new slimmer PS3 late into its life cycle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it's really nice,
the very slim, and then like the top pops off.
Nice,
though.
Yeah,
it does.
I mean, here's my thing about that.
It's really nice.
You want to entice,
I saw it and it looked kind of cool.
You want to entice people to buy it at the end of the console's life cycle? Put full backwards compatibility in that brand new one, and even then, I would go out of my way to buy it. I would. I don't care. I would back up all of my game saves up to the Plus Cloud or whatever, and go
Plus Cloud. Here you go. Take this. I want the new one.
Yeah, my friend has it. He has the new one. It looked cool.
It's nice.
I mean, when I saw it, it looked cool. I mean, I'm still content on how my PlayStation looks. But when I saw it, I was like,
I mean, like, it doesn't really look that much different than the PS3.
Except it has like little lines.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's just kind of like, oh, it's pretty, whatever.
And the tray opens differently.
Because at the time that I was buying mine, you had the slim model as we both own, and it came in the 160 or 320 at the time that I was looking to buy it new. Well, then I did some shopping around, and I found a 250 gigabyte model, so I'm like, okay, I'd meet halfway and get the best of both worlds here without paying an outrageous price for it. The price that I paid for my 250 gigabyte model is the same as buying a 160 new. So I was like, okay, that's not really that big of a deal to me.
No,
I'll take it.
That's quite reasonable.
Came with a controller, standard AVs, which I'm like, I got one of those multiple component things for my capture
Those
card.
are gorgeous, aren't
they? And I have
HDMI,
wonderful. So I don't really care.
Yeah.
Those are wonderful.
The only thing I've found with PlayStation 3 games compared to the 360, there are some games that are cross-platform that on the PS3, they run like shit compared to the 360.
Skyrim
a lot of Bethesda games.
Mass Effect 3 runs so much shittier on the PlayStation 3 than it does on the Xbox. The frame rate is worse. And there's glitches everywhere. I mean, like, even when I was playing Mass Effect 2, when I did the Overlord expansion, the textures on the ground look like fucking Minecraft. There's no excuse for that.
Wow.
Oh, and then you don't even broadcast the game in 1080p. Up to 720, that's it.
Yep.
Well, the Xbox can do 1080p for me with an HDMI plug-in. So there are some advantages to having that console, but for me, the whole Xbox Live situation outweighs the cost.
Then I would guess from all this talk, let's see, I would think in the first gen of if they do unveil a PlayStation 4, if they do have something, they would have something for the Vita.
Of course.
Okay, so it would be something.
It's necessary at this point.
It would basically be something that in the PlayStation 4 is very compatible with the Vita, and it makes and it makes having the Vita more useful.
Exactly. As much as I
Yes.
like the Vita, because like messing around with Andes, I really like it. It's a nice little piece of hardware.
Yeah.
It feels better in my hand than a DS does.
Yeah.
Because the
Oh, yeah,
DS
I
feels
mean,
clumsy.
This thing
But
is
this
lighter than a
thing-
3DS.
This is it. It's an unexplored. It's a relatively unexplored avenue. Okay, it's
Yeah.
still a frontier for them to some
The
degree.
thing
Yeah.
is that
There's so much potential they haven't.
my thing about the
unlocked yet.
Vita, and I've actually intended to review the Vita sometime, so I'm not going to give everything away by what I'm talking about in this one. Save a lot of it for the review. As far as it goes right now, I've played maybe 3 Vita games out of 4 that I have downloaded.
Like specifically Vita games,
Just
or,
specifically
okay.
Vita. I've downloaded Chronovolt, Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus,
Ooh.
Uncharted Golden Abyss, and Wipeout 2048.
I
haven't-
heard Uncharted was really good. Though.
I have too. That's why I downloaded it, but I haven't played it yet because
Okay.
of my memory limitations. I
Yeah.
don't have a 4 gig stick. Now,
okay.
so it's like I would have to delete my Wipeout game and all of the saves in order to
Yeah.
play it. So I think I'll finish Wipeout first, then play Uncharted.
Which Wipeout was always fun.
When it comes to the look,
really
when
cool.
it comes to the look of the Vita games, this thing is an amazing piece of hardware.
They're
This
absolutely
thing
gorgeous.
easily surpasses early PlayStation 3 graphic quality. Easily.
Yeah.
They've run tests on this thing, and it can run Unreal 3 perfectly. Unreal Engine 3.
And-
so the capabilities here are really high.
But its biggest competitor, the 3DS, can't even hold a candle to anything near that.
But that's... See, and this is where Sony was going wrong with the Vita. I wouldn't exactly say going wrong, but from a consumer standpoint, it's like, why? Why do I need this impressive graphical quality when I'm perfectly content with a lesser piece of hardware from the 3DS? It has nowhere even close to the processing power
Yeah.
of a Vita. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's the quality of the games.
This game,
Yep.
The
and
software
the
for
amount
it
of games
is amazing. I'll give it to the 3DS. It's a fantastic handheld.
This is going to sound monotonous to you, but I've got to get a 3DS at some point.
I'm
this
still
year.
waiting on a Majora's Mask
Well,
limited edition.
I got
have
one.
To get, I've got to get a 3DS at some point because they're releasing another Monster Hunter game.
Yes.
And I want to see what it looks like
And
on the 3DS.
And I heard rumored to myself. I don't know because I don't really look up games that much, but I heard that when you go online on a 3DS, you can also go online with people who have it for the Wii U.
yes,
Yes,
they're
that
going
is
to be
true.
doing it cross like
Oh
which,
yeah.
as huge of a Monster Hunter fan as I am, I have to see what they do with this with the 3DS because they've never had anything with a touchscreen before. For Monster
Yeah,
Hunter.
definitely.
There's so much stuff they could do that could be really cool.
You know.
So I've got to at least give it a try.
Yeah, I definitely
Because
want
I'm
to
not
see.
getting a Wii U.
And I really hope, the one
Because
thing
they're
I hope though,
expensive.
they change that damn animation where I am in front of a Rathalos or something, and I'm drinking my potion, and
Oh
I
my
do the
God,
little
yes.
stood,
Oh
and then I
my
get
God.
hit by a fireball.
And then boom, because they need to shorten the whole. I just drank a potion.
Yeah,
They need to shorten that.
And even then, with the Vita, with the back touchscreen or whatever, it's actually rumored that the next PlayStation controller is going to look like our 6-axis controller, but also on the back of the controller, there's going to be little tiny touch pads on it.
Oh wow.
Kind of like this surface. And even then, that really wouldn't bother me. A lot of games that have touchpad capability, you don't have to use it. So, I mean, personally, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I want to see what they come up with. I mean, for the longest time,
But-
I was primarily a 360 user,
Yeah.
but then it got
And
to the point
cost
where...
of Xbox Live kind of whittled you down a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, I don't need to pay for this to get what Sony can
So,
get for free.
okay, so I'm going to tell you right now what I can see from a PlayStation 4 right now. This is Daniel's opinion.
Take it away.
It can, okay, so there's going to be some kind of compatibility with the Vita. There probably, maybe, just like how they did the first gen for the PlayStation 3, they might have backwards compatibility depending if Sony doesn't be dicks about it.
Yeah.
Darn, there was something else I was going to say.
They're gonna have to.
How about
Yeah,
as an
it's-
even extra incentive, when you buy one of these PlayStation 4s, give 3 months of PlayStation Plus out for free.
That could work.
That would
That
be
would
nice.
be a
Oh,
great
that is
and
nice.
and what can really bring down or bring up a game, I definitely want to see what kind of launch titles will they have for it.
I mean, so far when
Hopefully
it comes
good
to
stuff.
when it comes to
Hopefully
the
some
new
good
Xbox, we're very optimistic on what's going to be coming out. We're going to have a Battlefield game. We're going to have another Halo game. We're going to have... we're going to even
Ground
have...
Zeroes.
Yeah, well...
Maybe.
We're not sure about that yet. That's not going to be out on the 360 from my understanding.
No, but that was...
Even
that
on the
was...
new Xbox, for that matter.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
thought
going
that
to be
was
a
their
Sony
aim.
exclusive.
Okay.
I mean, we're also looking at they're re-releasing Resident Evil 6 with upgraded textures to make it look even better,
Which
and correcting the camera system and including all the DLC,
But
like an ultimate
if they-
edition.
Yeah.
if they had taken no,
But that's
go
not the
ahead.
point.
No, go ahead. That's why I stopped.
The
Go
point
ahead.
is, there's a lot of games that are coming out that are very optimistic for the launch of the new Xbox. I would imagine that all of those, except for the Halo game,
Yeah.
we would be getting with the new PlayStation as well.
Hopefully a
Hopefully.
new and hope.
Of course,
I
the new
really
Battlefield
I
will be
really
on there.
want
Oh,
to
yeah, of
no,
course.
but I really want them to stop with their premium release being Uncharted. I really don't care for that
Well,
game, honestly.
There are a couple of first-party... Well, I shouldn't say a couple. There's primarily one first-party Sony franchise that just needs to go away.
And what's that?
God of War. God of War has run its course.
Yeah,
You've got
it
5
has.
games with the 6th
But
one
I don't
coming
think
out next
but
month.
the
It's
same
run
thing
its
goes with
course.
to me the same thing goes with Uncharted. Like in every
Yeah,
single Sony
Uncharted's run its
game,
course just as much too.
it's like they already did it 3 times for the PlayStation 3, and then they already do it another time for the Vita. I honestly don't think that they should do another.
Yeah,
one
there's
for
a
the
couple
floor.
things that have kind of run their course and need to be phased
Yeah.
out.
All right, let's shift gears a little bit
right.
to what I really wanted to talk about today because this game's coming out in
All
a
right,
few
go
days.
ahead. What's that?
Aliens Colonial Marines.
Oh,
Now,
jeez. this is
I'm
gonna be
extremely
funny.
excited for this because I'm a huge Aliens fan, and Daniel and I are like sitting over here going, "We can't wait for it. We're going to play co-op." 'Cause
Yeah,
this
we're
is
gonna
like-
we're gonna play the
this
F
is-
out of co-op. Dude.
I mean, and the fact that they even give you the option for local co-op, drop in, drop out. Too.
I am going to
Nice.
bring my jammies,
I have
and I'm
not
going to
seen
spend the
that.
night and cuddle myself in the covers to play that game.
I have not seen drop in, drop out since the freaking Lego game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the only other thing that I've seen
Here's
that
what
on
I'm
in a
going to
long
be doing,
time.
anticipating the release of Aliens Colonial Marines.
You're going to be petting your chest burster?
Well, not only that, the chest burster will be wrapped around my neck, and let's just say we're going to fire up the Blu-ray player, and we're going to watch the director's cut of Aliens.
Nice.
Arians.
Arians
the movie.
I'm still more of a Predator guy.
Okay, well, that's
which
fair.
I love Aliens too, and hopefully this game is a lot better than Aliens versus Predator.
Here's the thing. I'm
because that was a piece of shit.
deeply concerned about this game because of the amount of shit games that we've got so far this year. Dead Space 3, DMC Devil May Cry.
Dead Space is not
because
gonna help
I can
nothing.
feel it
Dead
with
Space
the
is
horrible
gonna-
cover
no.
in the night.
Oh. No, I honestly don't see Dead Space doing nothing for nothing.
When I saw that
It's-
ad
No, Dead
for
Space
Dead
is
Space
really
3
Freddy.
with that cover
I-
of In the Air Tonight, I thought
yeah.
I didn't know Depeche Mode made a cover.
I
of
played
Phil
I
Collins.
like
Depeche
I played
Mode.
when I played
Oh
when I
my
played the
God.
demo. When I played the demo, I was as soon as it started, I was like, I'm not gonna like this, and I kept going and I kept going and I played it through and through, and I was right. I didn't
Also,
like it. I didn't like it. that
Hideo
much.
Kojima, revengeance is not a word.
It is now, bitch.
Kojima made it a word.
I don't care.
So.
Kojima made it a
I
word.
have limits to what this man can do, and he can't just make bullshit words.
Yes,
out
he
of
Yeah.
can.
Especially,
No, I kinda agree.
especially ones that are
There needs to
retarded,
be-
like revengeance.
Yeah.
How about just Metal Gear Rising, vengeance? Let's drop the 2 letters off and make an actual word.
Oh my god!
No, but
you
it
can't
has to
do
be
that.
a re of the
Revengeance.
vengeance.
It has to be a re
See,
of
he
the
came.
vengeance.
He came with a vengeance. It
Metal
fucked
Gear
up, so
Rising.
he had to come
So
back
he had to
for a
come with a
revenge.
revengeance.
Metal Gear Rising, The Reckoning.
The reckoning.
Generic action
Oh
movie
my
subtitle.
god! Yeah.
So, Aliens Colonial Marines, I'm really excited. I hope this game's going to be good. I mean, I do have some concerns about it already, where it's kind of like,
I'm-
is this game going to be graphically impressive? Is it going to deliver on everything Gearbox is hyping
I
up to
honestly,
be?
I honestly could care. I honestly could care. For me, honestly, if the graphics are kind of meh, I'm okay because I want I still just want that creepy okay. I'm gonna say it like this: a lot of horror games from back then weren't that very graphically impressive.
No.
It was just that
Resident
feeling.
Evil, that's
Yeah,
not
it was
impressive.
yeah. It was just that feeling
anymore,
that you
at
got
least.
whenever you walked into a corridor. It was just that intense feeling, and it was always that and it was always that just that moment of like tension. And if the graphics are kind of fine, but dude, definitely I wanna get a see if they can definitely kick ass on it. I hope they do. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, my big thing is Gearbox, of course, with the Borderlands franchise. You know, they're really good at doing co-op games, and it's just kind of, it's like, okay, they know how to do a co-op game.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited for that. So I mean, I don't know. I'm conflicted. This is a game that's taken almost a decade to work on. Is this going to be
you know what else took a decade?
Duke Nukem Forever?
No, getting inside Patrick's ass.
I have a question.
Moving on. I got a question
for the
now.
two of you.
Okay.
So now, with the concerns of the graphics of Colonial Marines, now if this game was to look, say, kind of closer to, if this game was to kind of have a little bit of a lackluster in the graphics department, but it felt like the movies.
Yeah,
in the terror side of it, would that be acceptable?
Yeah, I would be happy with that.
Aliens Colonial Marines powered by CryEngine 3.
Oh,
holy crap! Oh my god! They're in the room with us, blows up roof.
I would definitely be cuddled up in my covers, screaming to myself.
So now,
playing that game.
Oh wait, hang on one second. Oh hi Matt.
Hey guys.
Oh hi Mark.
So yeah, Matt's here now.
Matt's here. So
we renewed your contract.
Exactly.
Close to the end of the show.
You just said you were tired of writing all that stuff out, so I just figured you only had to do half the paperwork if I was here for half the time.
I had to take your place.
Here
the pay is shit, dude.
So.
Now I see why you don't do this. The pay is shit.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Colonial Marines. I hope to get it as soon as humanly possible, so that way.
So this is supposed to be scary, like Fear was, right?
Wait, Fear was scary?
The first one was. The first one got me shitting
Sorry.
myself.
No, not really.
Alma, you're not scary.
No.
Oh, the first
Fear
one
wasn't
got
really
me.
that scary.
I'm gonna say it right now. Okay, look,
You're shit
this
for
is
France.
no. This is one of those things where. You know, it takes me time to say it, but since I know you guys so well...
Creepy little girls are creepy.
No. Yeah, creepy little girls are freaking creepy, no matter what.
I hate that horror cliche that kids are fucking creepy.
I don't care, though. Kids, I want to choke them to begin with, and creepy kids is just worse. But what I'm trying to say is, I got constant nightmares from 2 until I beat it. That's 3 nights of nightmares. 2? I don't know why. 2's not even the scariest one, but for some reason...
Was it 2 the one that had like the 2 brothers or whatever?
No,
no,
that was 3. That was 3.
That's that piece
No,
of
but 2, I don't know why, but 2 gave me nightmares for 3 nights straight until I could beat it.
You know what gave me nightmares?
What?
Penumbra.
What? Penumbra?
Yeah. I'm sure you've come across that on Steam.
You want to know what gave me nightmares?
What gave you nightmares?
Super Monkey Ball 2.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
that game.
Holy crap. But I'm sure you've come across that in your time on Steam.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Is it?
It's so creepy.
I haven't even touched it.
Mainly because, like, a lot of the game, there's no enemies, and then you finally come across them, and you're like, oh my god, go away!
So you don't know what to do with it?
Exactly, because they don't tell you how to kill anything. You don't have any weapons to kill anything, so you have nothing for half the game, and then...
Next thing you know...
No, and then something finally comes out of a dark corridor, and then it explodes into white dust in front of you, because it's a hallucination.
Oh.
So you sit there when the enemies show up and you're like, oh, it's a hallucination. And you get attacked and you run away. Or you die or you get attacked.
Is it just like Amnesia where you have to like close doors and run away?
You can. I mean, it's the predecessor to Amnesia.
Oh, okay.
So I think it looks a little better. I think it plays a little smoother. I didn't particularly
well,
like
this as long
Amnesia
as it's
too
not
much,
SCP Containment Breach
Oh my god.
or Slender.
No, it's not.
Oh shit.
Holy
Containment
crap,
Breach
dude.
was crazy.
Because, I mean, seriously, fuck those games.
Which, like,
Containment
I know
Breach was
I know
fucking
people who
crazy.
seem to think that the graphical update from the graphics update for Slender makes it okay.
No.
I haven't seen the graphics.
They've told me
yet.
it is on par with a professionally developed game now.
That's surprising.
That's not saying much
Yeah.
because
It's not
there are a
saying
lot
much,
of
but it's on.
cough the first Killzone cough.
It looks better than the first Killzone.
Bro, but the first I'll tell you right now.
It's an indie developer, and this shit
Yeah.
looks better than the first Killzone.
But I tell you right now, the first Killzone was crazy because you got to play as Rico
Exactly,
in his
you
power
played as
suit
Rico.
with his machine gun rocket launcher.
And you just
It's like it's a squad support weapon that has. It's like okay, you got an LMG, but you also can fire a rocket out of it. I'm like,
It's
wow.
great.
It's a rocket
It's wonderful.
attachment.
It's like an underbarrel.
So
Yeah,
it's like the
yeah,
most
it's
broke
great.
gun
It-
possible.
Yeah.
It's like a master key attachment, except it shoots stingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just shoot like an
and
assault
I don't know.
rifle
I don't
at
know.
it. Just
No, it's like
wait.
Dude, you can
You
take
guys
down
can-
anything.
You guys can ask Brandon. I used the crap out of that in Killzone.
Oh, I
dude.
love me.
It
I
was
love me some
great.
first
Rico.
Killzone. If I wasn't playing as Templar, I was going stealth as Luger.
Yeah.
I loved the stealth aspect of that
Yeah.
game.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
Fiasto and Scheisse. Anyway,
Ah!
that's for our German listeners out there. You don't want to know what I just said.
What'd you say?
Anyway,
He said he loves you
No,
very
he
much.
did not.
No, I
No,
did
he didn't
not.
say
I know
that.
that. I'm just trying to confuse him, damn
Well,
it.
let's just say that there are some people in this world that look at some weird, fucked up shit on the internet in German will know what I'm talking
You mean
about.
like Japanese ass porn?
Yes.
Oh my god.
That could be one of them. Yes.
So
Japanese ass porn in German.
All right, let's do
So
this.
anyway.
Come on, guys.
sadly,
Really,
if
that's
you
what we're
gentlemen
doing
don't
this
have
episode
anything
today.
else to add, I've got nothing left.
Yeah.
I have no
really.
hope left.
There is no.
Abandon all hope.
So I think what we should do
Abandon thread.
is band together as brothers in arms and go watch Dark World
Dark World,
or
Dark City.
Yeah, let's go watch Dark City.
Dark City.
Dark City.
Where can we find Patrick Cash?
You can find me
Yeah, where can we
on
find?
youtube.com/Vintage Gaming Network, or VGN for short.
That's a slash.
Where
in there.
the fuck
slash,
is?
yeah.
Where the fuck is Carmen San Diego?
And Matt, even though he just
It just
Just
joined us for
joined
the
us.
end of the
Hey, guys.
episode.
hey
Hi
guys,
guys.
my contract got
No.
left here. We're leaving.
Yeah, we're leaving. Goodbye.
And Daniel, you don't really do anything on the interwebs. You're just kind of.
I'm just your video game bitch.
You're just.
Yeah, no, seriously, I am. The only time it's
Oh
like,
my
hey
God.
Dan, I
Hey,
need
I've
you to
got
go
this-
play this game.
I've got this game that I need you to play so that way we could post a review.
Oh,
Hans cartridge of ET on the Atari.
Oh my god.
Oh, and if
No.
you've got time, here's this Superman 64.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
May God have mercy on my
I'm
soul.
going
And
to
then
do.
slips in Fallout New Vegas PS3
Oh, I
copy.
should get-
Oh, I can do
I'm gonna,
that.
no, I'm gonna do a video of Superman 64 at some point.
So,
I watched the gift.
and as always,
old Superman vodka sipping.
Yeah.
Nice.
we'll do a drunk play where it's
Drunk
Superman
play.
64 because you're
You
already
already can't fly. You're already impaired.
You're
already like, woo!
I can't throw the car. I've had too much Jaeger.
All right.
As
He already
always,
flies like he's drunk.
you can find me on youtube.com/phantasmmask. And I know I've said this before, but Pat, we really need to get this shit on iTunes.
We do.
Yep.
We do.
So, until next time.
So long!
Cheese.
PWNcast.